Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good to see everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome, welcome to the Sunday El Jefe live show. I know it's been a few weeks. But yeah, we'll talk about that in just a second. But really happy to see everybody here, man. I had to really pull myself together to get on camera and and do this once again, man. So I appreciate everybody showing up, and especially the folks that slid through super early. My guy Sean Sanderson coming through really early. What's up, man? Bradley Larcher coming through. What's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you, bro. AJ Singh, Michael Corcoran. What's up, man? Trevin, how you doing? Tim Windsor, good to see you, brother. Appreciate you coming through early as usual. Telling everybody to smack that thumbs up button. Appreciate that, man. Darren, what's up, bro? Appreciate you coming through, man. Renewing that membership, man. I appreciate you, bro. Seriously, man. We got my dude Barry in the house. What's good, bro? Don't mess with Barry. He's got full access. If anybody acts up in the chat, he knows what to do. I see Gwen G in the house. Good to see you, Gwen. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate y'all. Scott Morris, how you doing, man? Good to see you. German boy, what up, man? Good to see you. Appreciate you. We got Noah Terrier, Rob Nitro, 21 backwards. What's up, man? Good to see you. Steve Pogue, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Eddie Lerma, what up, man? Harry Brodus, what up, bro? Good to see you. Ashton, what's good, bro? Good to see you, man. So that's just, nothing too wild, man. I don't got anything like real talk. I don't really got anything for you guys as far as the live stream goes, except for me just here hanging with you guys. It's just a stress-free Sunday. I don't have any live reviews, any of that sort of stuff coming up. So just been trying to survive, man. The past few weeks, just taking things day by day. Been under a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of emotions, and just trying to make it to the next day. That's it, man. I haven't been thinking much further than that. So that's really what's been going on. It's the reason why you haven't seen me. That's the reason I haven't put any videos out, why I haven't been live streaming. It's just, I'm just trying to take things one day at a time and just trying to move through. So, but yeah, that's it, man. I'm just trying to make it to the next day. That's really what it is right now for me, man. Yo, Evan, good to see you, bro. Derek, what's up, man? Don Coven, appreciate you, man. 21 months. Highly appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, sir. But yeah, man, that's really it. That's just what it comes down to. Yo, greetings from Spain. What's up? Hey, the real Mrs. Jones. Good to see you. Hey, Tish. Good to see you. Appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you. But yeah, so hey, thank you, man. Welcome back. I appreciate that, man. For real. But yeah, that's really what it is, man. So, not to like, trouble you guys with my own troubles, but that's really what it is, man. So it's things have been rough. So I'm just trying to I'm just trying to make it to the next day, man. I'm trying to focus on feeling good, feeling better, trying to get myself back in the right place that I need to be in to be able to do what I got to do. Like as far as like getting content out, because I know what I got to do. Like I got, if you guys only knew, man, like to know what I can do, like to know my own potential and to know like how much content I want to make and what I want to put out, like the list of videos that I want to do, the list of live streams that I want to do is so long, and it only gets longer because I get in my own way, right? So it's crazy, man. So I'm just trying to get myself in the right space so I can start moving forward. Some months I did well, like I was staying steady on the streams and getting some videos out and stuff, but it's always back and forth, man. It's like it feels like the past year has been one step forward, two steps backwards, every time. So it's rough, man. But I appreciate you guys. There's a lot of people who get it. There's a lot of people who don't, and that's okay. I don't expect everybody to get it, but there's a lot of you in my community and like who chill with me. A lot of you guys who rock with me every weekend who get it. Like you guys understand and you guys are still rocking with me and it's totally understandable. And I know a lot of people have left. Like just real talk, man. Despite, you know, what the subscriber numbers on the channel say, a lot of people have left because if you guys remember, we used to have, you know, 150, 200 people in these streams, man. And it's a lot of those people are like, nah, they're not with it. They're not with the ups and downs that happens. Like they're here for the one thing, which is fine. Like it's not a problem, but it's just one of those things that you tend to notice. It's like, wow, all right, cool. I get it. You know, I totally get it. This could be like, here's one thing, right? Like I like streaming and I love streamers. Like that's one thing. Like, so if you guys don't know this about me, I like live streaming as much as I like watching other people live stream. So I watch streamers all the time, both on Twitch and on YouTube. And, you know, that's something that I love. It helps like creates an escape for me. And I hope that I bring some of that to you guys as well, which is really the main reason. Cause I was thinking in my head, like I wasn't going to go live today. You know, I wasn't going to do it. And then I started thinking in my head, like how did I feel watching other people streaming? And I'm like, you know, it makes me feel good. Like it's a good time. You know, we're laughing, having a good time in the chat, doing all this stuff. You know, shout out to Kimmy's members only last night. A lot of funny shenanigans going on there, and a lot of the different streamers that I watch and stuff. So then I started thinking in my head, like, I don't want to be doing a disservice to my own community if that's something that I provide for you guys, right? So that's why I wanted to make sure that I kind of stepped up, like put my big boy pants on and and you know did my own stream as well, man. So just trying to do what I can. But yeah, I really do appreciate you guys, man. Yo, what's up, Luis? Good to see you, bro. I appreciate that, man. Yo, Sean P, what up, bro? Hope you're barbecuing something good today, bro. Yo, LaShawn, what up, man? Good to see you. Wait a minute, is that Rip Raymond? What up, bro? I appreciate you coming through, my dude. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, so that's what's going on, man. JFL blessings to everyone. Appreciate that, man. So yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate that, dude. Seriously, man. That's all we can do, man. Yo, Rob Hawk coming through with the 13.99 super chat as per usual, man. I appreciate you, bro. Let's hit it one time for my guy Rob Hawk, man.
It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money.
Yo, appreciate that, man. Yo, Sean Brady, what up, man? Good to see you. Appreciate you, man. Let's see. LaShawn, stop it, bro. F them kids, right? That's the energy that I was feeling last night, bro. Yeah, life definitely gets in the way, man. It happens. So, you know, a lot of people know that, man. And that's the thing. You know, try to move through it. And it's just been difficult, man. It's been a lot of ups and downs. For people that are like new here who don't know, my wife passed away a year ago now. It was, you know, August 30th of 2022. So, and the 1 year anniversary hit me a lot harder than I thought it would. I mean, I had an idea. I had an idea that things would like be a little bit difficult, but it would actually hit me a lot harder than I thought it would be. So yeah, but that's sort of what's been going on and why I've been having so many ups and downs this year, man. It's just trying to get right, you know, just trying to get right with myself. And that's difficult. It's a difficult thing and it's a difficult journey, but I'm trying to just take things a day at a time, man. That's really all I can do, man. It's just tough to make plans when it's like one day you might feel good and the next day you feel terrible. And it's just, yeah, it's crazy, man. So I'm trying to get that figured out, man. You know, getting out of the house, going for walks every single day, has actually been helpful. Trying to feel better. You know what I mean? Listen to my audiobooks, listen to my music, you know, just doing that stuff, man. Talking to friends when I can. So just doing that stuff, man. And then I'm planning a party for like a celebration of life next week for my wife, which is going to be, you know, we're going to have like friends and family come over and stuff. And I got one of the local food vendors. They like set up like a flat what do they call it? I'm trying to think. It's like that flat grill. Like I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. right? But basically, it's like essentially like mobile taco catering. So they come through, they got chicken, carne asada, al pastor, and they make tacos and quesadillas and all kinds of stuff. So basically, we're gonna have that there. I'm getting all the other food and stuff. I'm gonna bake a couple of cakes, my wife's secret recipe for tres leches and stuff. So it's gonna be cool, man. Like have family over and just try to have a good time, man. So, but that's doing what we got to do, man. So past year's also been a whirlwind. Yeah, I hear you, bro. Yeah, man. That's it. That's all you can do, man. That's you just got to be thankful, man. Just got to be thankful. That's literally all we can do is be thankful, man. Yeah, man. No, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate that for real. Yeah, it doesn't get better or easier. You just learn how to cope. That's really what it is, man. And that's something that like, unless you're like living in it, and it's a blessing for people who haven't had to go through kind of what I'm going through, because they kind of don't understand. Like I've actually talked to a few people who haven't really had to deal with like death at that level, like where it's somebody really close to them. Like they still have all their brothers and sisters, and they still have their parents and their grandparents, like all of that stuff. And I'm just like, wow, like that's crazy. Like it's like I've had so many people close to me pass away that it hit me quite hard. But having somebody this close, like your life partner, your person, it's affected me in ways that I didn't even comprehend, and it's still affecting me in ways that I'm sure that it's going to affect me in ways that I've even yet to discover. Like that's one of the crazier things. So yeah. No, it's not a secret recipe for baking things. It's a secret recipe for her particular cake. She she always joked about it because people would have her cake and be like, "Oh my god, I need the recipe." She was like, "I'm taking it to the grave, baby." But the only person that basically she let in on was me. So that was the cool thing. I helped her make it enough times to where I was like, okay, I think I can do this. And I've made it on 3 occasions over the past year. And the first time being I made it for Thanksgiving last year, and I took it to one of her friends invited me over for Thanksgiving dinner. So I went over there and I brought the cake, and everybody was just like blown away. I'm like, okay, God, thank God. I was able to do her recipe justice. I was able to do the recipe justice. So it's really good. It's very decadent. If you haven't had tres leches cake done the right way, because if you're having a tres leches cake and it's dry, pastel tres leches. If it's dry, it's not a real tres leches cake. It's got to be moist. It has to be a very moist cake. It's essentially where you don't. It's like sometimes you'll have a piece of cake and you have to have milk with it, right? This cake, the milk's in it, so you don't have to like have a separate drink. It's a very moist cake, and it's super super decadent. So I'm looking forward to making that. I think it's gonna be either probably on Thursday is when I'm gonna probably bake those. So that way they haven't. Well, actually, no, not Thursday. Probably Friday, and that way they'll have enough time to absorb all the milk. So yeah, I think Friday is when I'll start on that. But yeah, so it should be good, man. Hey, I appreciate that, man. No, that's really what it is, man. That's I hope I bring something like that to you guys as well. Because it does help. Like even just being with other people, whether it's virtually or not, it actually does help. That's part of the therapy that I'm actually doing. Like actual therapy work is, one-on-one plus doing group therapy with other people that are grieving. It's just weird though. Like the group therapy for me is a little strange, and I'll be very like honest about it. It's because I'm still on the technically I'm still young. I'm 40, well 41. So technically I'm still young ish, relatively speaking, to the people that are in these groups, because most of the people that are in these grief groups are like 50s, 60s, 70s or older. And it's not uncommon for me and maybe one other person to be like under 45. You know what I mean? Like usually it's a very much more for like elderly people. So it makes it a little weird. The dynamic is a little strange. You know what I mean? So, but I'm still there, man. I'm still there, because it actually does help being with people who know exactly how you feel and what you're going through. It actually helps. It helps normalize a lot of the things that you're feeling. So it's good, man. It's good. So yeah. Yeah, for real. No milk necessary. Nah. Hey, it really is though, bro. It really is. Bacon with El Jefe. Nah, man. I could bake the one thing because I'll burn the hell out of some cookies. So, oh man, yeah, no, it's what it is, man. Grief share saved my life. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. It really can be, man. It's crazy, and there's like new stuff going on with like grief therapy and different diagnosis and new things are being discovered all the time and stuff. So yeah, man, we're just making it work. And my whole goal is to not be like I'm trying to avoid being put on any sort of like medications. Like I'm really trying to avoid any of that stuff, right? It's already bad enough that my health isn't good. I'm not trying to load my body with a bunch of freaking chemicals as well. So I'm trying to go through a lot of the talking and the group and the one-on-one and like counseling and stuff. I'm trying to do a lot of that type of work. And trying to avoid like being put on medications and stuff. So, but that's really what I'm aiming for. So I'm not a professional baker because anymore because I love cake too. I bet. I can just imagine. Yeah, the best one video YouTube channel ever. Hey, I'm telling you, man. I'm saying. Shoot, man, what up, man? Good to see you. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you coming through. So yeah, man. So that's kind of what that is. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to just being able to hang with some family. Invited a bunch of people, but apparently I did it too short notice. People are busy and stuff. It happens. So, but we should get like a good, I would say 20, 30 people here. So something about that. I'm not usually good with crowds, but being that these are all friends and family and stuff, it's that's the cool part. It's For me, it's important to not have like a bunch of strangers at my house. Like I'm very against that. Like when somebody says, yeah, I'm gonna slide by and I'm bringing a homie, I'm like, the hell you are. No, you're not. I gotta vet people before they come over. Like that's not so. Yeah, but yeah, it's just family, friends and stuff, so it should be good. Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of what we got going on. But yeah. So I do a lot of baking, especially fruitcake around Christmas time. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, bro. Yeah, we're doing what we do, man. We're doing what we do. I just didn't want to put like um I didn't want to because I was thinking it's like, oh yeah, we want to have a celebration and stuff, and then it puts burden on people, like having to cook and having to do all this stuff, and that was something that used to happen to my wife all the time. Like whenever we would have like a family thing, whether it was Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that stuff, people would help, people would pitch in, but the majority of the work always ended up on my wife's, like in her lap. And I felt really bad because she was the person who should be doing the least. She was the most sick out of everyone, and she would end up having to do the most work. And I was not a fan of that, man. So, um, and I don't want to be doing that to other people because I'm not like, I'm not a party person. Like, in a sense of, I'm not a planner. Like I've been having such a hard time just planning this. Like, like it's been terrible. Like for me trying to figure out like what to do and like figure out the catering and figure out like another organizing somebody to come down that's going to bring tables and chairs and like a tent thing so that we have shade and getting like the music together, even though my brother's going to help me with that. I'm not going to make my brother DJ. Like he's there as much as a guest as anyone else. So we're just going to kind of put a playlist together and let the playlist play out. But just trying to put all that planning and stuff is just not. That was all the stuff that my wife used to do, and I would try to help with whatever I could, but she was the organizer and the planner and like that stuff in our marriage. So for me to try to like take on this role as well has just been I'm not that guy, man. I'm like the least organized mf'er on earth. I'm just not that dude. I've been like trying to channel her energy. I'm like, please give me your organizing strength so that I can, so that I can make this happen. So yeah, man. Yeah, exactly, bro. Yeah, it's got. I had like, I got like bad memories of having a party. Well, we used to have parties all the time back in the day before my wife got sick. And I had bad memories of like people bringing friends who I wasn't familiar with and then having problems. Like people don't know how to act, especially when people get drunk, they don't know how to act. and having to kick. Like the last thing I ever want to do is be that dude that has to kick people out of a party. Like I've had to do that, and I hate being put in that position because people don't know how to act, especially when it's people that I don't know. I got no love. Like I got like it's I have no tolerance for that nonsense, man. And I hate being put in that position. So that's why, like, nowadays, if I'm going to do something like that, have a get together or whatever, it's got to be knowns. It's got to be known factors. Strangers, man. I'll tell people, like, listen, you can bring a stranger, but you got to vouch for him. Like, you're going to be ultimately responsible for this person's actions. And if you can't accept that, you can't bring them over. Like, if you're going to bring over a loose cannon, don't even bother. Don't even bother. No, hey, for real, bro. I ain't with any of that. Nah, man, I can't do it, bro. And that's just keeping it real, man. Especially nowadays, though. Like nowadays, it's you got to be careful who you let into your personal space like that. So because you never know, man. You never know people's intentions, And I'm not doing that, man. So, yo, Mastermind, good to see you, man. It's literally known as the bouncer at the party. Hey, you know what, man? You got to do what you got to do, man. And that's like, and I feel it though, because I mean, back in the days, I used to do security. So it was just one of those things where it's like, listen, if I have to put my hands on you and force you out of a room in my house, it's like, I just don't want to be that dude, man. Like that's not, I'm too, like, put it like this, man. I feel like I'm just too old, too grown for a lot of that nonsense now, man. So yeah, cause that's like even why I'm like, debating my choice to like get alcohol and like bring alcohol to the party. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I might just not get like alcohol and maybe just get some beer. I don't know. I'm still debating it. Trying to figure that out. Man. See what makes sense. Because the last thing I need is a bunch of people getting like drunk. Although the people that are there are gonna be cool. But I don't know. You guys get what I'm saying, man. I'm just not. Maybe I'm just overthinking this. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe I'm just overthinking things, and that's the how I am about this kind of stuff, man. I feel you don't want anything happening or missing anything. Oh yeah, no. But the thing is, we're doing it outside anyway. And these are, mind you, the people that are coming over are people that I already know and trust. It's like family and friends. Like they've been in my house and stuff. But the party itself is going to be outside. Like we're doing it in the backyard. So I had one of my boys. Shout out to Ness Cleans the Mess. He's one of my old school homies. Started up his own business where he does hauling and like if you have a house, like an apartment and needs cleaning out, like any of that sort of stuff, he takes care of that stuff. So I had him slide by, do a backyard cleanup. So we cleaned up the backyard and stuff. So it'll be good to go. But yeah, we're not going to do it. Like, it's not going to be like an inside the house thing. Maybe afterwards, maybe like if like a majority of the people leave and then we just want to like kick back, in the evening, then, probably have some people, come chill inside and stuff. So, although my house isn't kid friendly, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that much. So it's like, as soon as I know, like, hey, if you're bringing kids, I got to hide all the Lego. Like, because I got Lego out, like, different models that I've built. I got them out like in the living room and stuff. And now I got to pack all that stuff away, even though they're technically kids' toys. I just don't want them breaking and then I got to put them all back together. I just don't want to do all that, bro. I don't want to do all that, man. Yo, T. Holla, what up, man? Good to see you. I appreciate you coming through, man. Yeah, so being who you are, the less people that you know where you live, the better. Well, that's what I'm saying, and that's why like I don't have like strangers coming through and stuff. So because yeah, it's like I said, you just sometimes, especially with strangers, you just don't know people's intentions, right? And I've been too cool about giving people the benefit of the doubt, and I've been taken advantage of, and it's just one of those things where now I'm just extremely cautious, and it is what it is. Like if it ends up alienating me from potential future friends, I'm going to go ahead and take that risk. Man. Yo, Patrick, what up, man? From Quebec. What's up? Good to see you, man. Let's see here. Don Coven, what up, man? It says, yeah, no, man, it's hard enough for you to do this. You don't need any other. Yeah, that's really what it is, man. That's really what it is. Yeah, I don't need a 5-year-old tying my IEMs in a knot. Not at all, bro. Yo, JGJ, what up, man? Good to see you. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just not like, because, me and my wife, we didn't have any kids. So we never had a reason to like kid proof our house, right? Like that was never, so yeah. So that's one of the things. So I'll probably be doing that anyway, because I have to, like once I get done here, I got to start straightening up. Here's the funny part, right? Because I got a cleaning crew coming through. I have cleaners that come by once a month to take care of the whole house, but I always got to straighten up before they come through because I'm not like, it's not dirty. It's that I leave a lot of clutter around. So, especially right now because I've been cleaning out the office. So there's like a lot of clutter all over the place in the house, in the kitchen, in the living room. So I gotta clean the house before people come to clean the house. I hate how that works, man. It feels so like counterintuitive, man. Yo, Javed, what's up, man? Good to see you. Appreciate you, man. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. It would not be a bad idea to meet new people, not for this party, but in general. Oh no, no, yeah, for sure, man. It's but like the kind of person I am, I'm like, how do I make friends, but I don't leave my house? Like I'm such a homebody in that way, man, that I'm just like, I don't know. So, but yeah, no, meeting new people is always cool, man. Like that's why I've been pulling up at like the different local car meets. Although I tried to go to one on Thursday night and they got shut down immediately. Like I was man, I was so mad. I got the Camaro all cleaned up, all shined up, real nice, rolled out. Soon as I pulled up, they're kicking everybody out. I'm like, come on, man. And then we try to go to the second spot. And the cops had it all blocked off, and I was like, "Come on, man!" I just ended up going home. They ended up the people that were doing it, that were hosting it, they ended up finding another spot that ended up like working out or whatever. But by the time they found that spot, bro, I was already on the couch under a blanket watching Netflix. Like by the time that happened, because bro, listen, these cars eat a lot of gas. I'm not gonna be driving around spot to spot, man. So yeah, I guess we'll have to see what happens, man. So we'll have to see what happens. Let's see. Yeah, arrange the house before exactly. That's really what it is. It's to be honest, it's really to make it easier for them to clean, right? So just kind of like picking stuff up off the floor, any boxes, clearing that stuff out, just making it open so that they can come through and do their deep cleaning. Because that's really what it's a monthly deep clean. Well, now it's not really a deep clean. The first time they came through, it was a deep cleaning. But since they come once a month and we're not really messy like that, and we don't have kids, even they told me, they were like, no, this is more maintenance. So they actually charge me less because it's mostly just like them coming through, mopping, sweeping, dusting, like, coming through, doing the bathrooms, like all that stuff. So, but they knock it out pretty quick, man. So, but that's really what it is, just really about making their job like a little bit easier. So yeah, man. Hey, no problem, man. No problem. I appreciate you being here, man. But yeah, so that's really what it is, man. That's kind of what's going on. So I'm just trying to get this stuff together, get this out of the way because I got what do you call it? Actually have a trip coming up, man. I'm actually heading to Texas. Vid Summit's coming up the first week of October. So I'm flying out to Dallas the first week of October. I've never been to Dallas. So the last time I was in Texas, it was when I was a kid, and the only stop I think we made was like in El Paso because we were going to Ciudad Juarez because at the time we had some family that was living over there. But mind you, when we were driving through basically Texas to get to El Paso, I had to be like 5 years old, 6 years old. So yeah, it's been a long time, man. We're talking like that was like late 80s when we went when we went through. So yeah, it's been forever, man. So but I'm looking forward to it, man. It's actually a company thing. So we're going out there. We're gonna have a couple of days just to hang. So for people that don't know, I work for a company called vidIQ, but our company is 100% remote. So we don't have any local offices or anything like that. So this is one of the few times where our team actually gets together in person and like hangs out and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm actually looking forward to that because we never get to hang. We never get to hang. We never get to like actually be around each other and like just be coworkers, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about. So that should be interesting, man. I don't know if anybody, I don't know if any of the homies live in Dallas. I got a lot of homies that live in Houston, and I didn't realize how far away Houston was from Dallas. That's like a 3.5 hour drive. I was like, ooh, because I was hitting up some of the homies. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be in Dallas. Yo, what up, man? Why don't you slide through? And now I feel like it reminds me of when people be going to LA and they're like, yo, Hefe, slide through. I'm like, bro, that's a 6 hour drive. Like, what do you mean slide through? Like that's not an easy little, that's not around the corner, man. Like I'm willing to drive pretty far to go kick it with some homies, but like, come on. So I get it. Like when I didn't realize, like when I hit up one of my homies and like, yeah, it's like 3 hours depending on traffic and stuff. And I was like, yo, for real? So then I looked it up on like Google Maps. I was like, oh damn, my bad. I felt bad because I shouldn't even have been making that, like, I shouldn't have even asked that question because it puts them in a bad spot. And that's on me. So I was like, oh, you know what? It's cool. Like, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, so that should be cool, man. I'm excited. Plus, VidSummit's always dope because it's always creators from all over the world. So VidSummit, like I've been going since 2018, and 2018, 2019, 2020 either didn't happen or I didn't go. I went in 21. I didn't go last year because it was obviously right after my wife passed. But every time I go, it's like a family reunion of people that you've never met because it's all your YouTuber homies, like all the other content creators and stuff, who go to this. It's really, so that's really what it is. For people that don't know what VidSummit is, it's basically, it's a conference that's put on by Daryl Leaves, who's one of the most incredible YouTube content creator, growth minds, that's around right now, put on by him, Mr. Beast, Sean Duras, and a few other people. And it's basically about 3 days worth of different talks, different conferences, different workshops around content creation, around how to grow your content creation business, like all the different aspects that come along with that. And it's, the talks are put on by people who are doing it, who have done it, have been successful at this. And so that's why it's like awesome for somebody like me to go to an event like that. So it should be pretty awesome. I'm truly excited for it. It's similar to VidCon, but VidCon is an event that's for fans to meet with creators. VidSummit is strictly for creators. So it's far less people. It's much more exclusive, and it's priced much higher. And that actually makes it more exclusive because people don't want to pay that much for a ticket. Well, a fan who just wants to meet a creator is not going to want to shell out that kind of money. But if you're a creator who's serious about taking your channel and your stuff to the next level, or actually making a business out of it, then that's really what it's good for. Let's see. Yeah, it's wild when you really look at the geographical size of Alaska, it's just monstrous. Oh yeah, no, for real. So Sean Duras, I remember that name on Snapchat. Yeah. That dude's pretty famous, man. Let's see. All right. Says, what earbuds will you be traveling with? I normally don't sorry, let me rephrase that. Normally when I'm going to take a flight, I usually take over-ear headphones. That's normally what I'll do. But I usually take earbuds just to test the noise cancellation on the plane. That's it. So, but they're not going to be what I'm using the entire flight or anything like that. Normally I'm using, like Sony or Bose, over-ear headphones for that, peace of mind. But yeah. So Dallas, San Antonio, and Houston, all 3 or 4 hours apart. Yeah, it's a big state, man. It's a big state. Yo, BJ Perry, what up, man? Good to see you, bro. Yeah, did not know that. Yeah, man, it's wild, bro. Says late for the big show. Oh, Buzz 703. What up, bro? Appreciate you coming through, man. Let's hit it one time for my guy Buzz, man.
It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money.
Yo, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you coming through. Hey, no worries, man. Out for family dinner. Hey, don't even worry about it, bro. I appreciate it, man. We're not doing anything too crazy. We're just here chopping it up, man. That's all we're doing. So no worries, man. No worries. You're good, man. It's family first, man. Always. But I appreciate you sliding by, man. Because the stream ain't a stream if BJ Perry don't pull up, man. So I appreciate you, bro. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. But yeah, usually on flights, I'll usually take a bunch of like my newer earbuds to see kind of how they stand up for that type of noise cancellation. So like what I'd probably bring with me, it's a 4 hour flight, which is plenty of time for me to like grab my bag and like test out a few earbuds. So probably gonna bring like the um, XM5s, probably the new Techniques, and any other ones that I haven't tested yet to see like how well they hold up. But yeah, so that's probably what I'll do. But normally I'm probably just gonna have my like XM5s as like I'm gonna take the XM5 earbuds to test, but I'm probably just gonna have my XM5 headphones as like my main thing that I'm wearing on the flight to and from Texas. So because whenever I'm on a plane, I just like I'll bring like my iPad and I'll usually have like either movies or like episodes of shows downloaded, or I'll download a bunch of like YouTube documentaries or whatever, and I want to be able to watch them, and I don't want to have it turned up super loud because of the engine noise. So noise cancellation, like that's the perfect use case to be able to like comfortably listen to a show or a documentary or a movie without having to have the volume super cranked. So that's like the perfect time for that. Oh yeah. Oh, you talking about earplugs and then yeah, over here noise canceling headphones. Yeah, that's if you want like full silencio. So like I've done that before and all I hear is the blood flow in my head. And it's a little disconcerting. So I'm like, but I've tried that before and it's wild, man. Yo, Sharky, what up, bro? Says, yeah, us non-Texans forget how big that state is. When flying back to New Jersey from San Antonio 4 years ago, the shuttle flight from San Antonio to Dallas was packed to the gills. It cuts off a 4 hour drive. Yeah, I'm not surprised, man. I'm not surprised. I don't have any plans on the new Jabras. I might just go ahead and order them. I have no contact with Jabra. I used to before the pandemic. I met them at CES. So I had met them like right at January 2020 is when I actually had run into them and met them and spoken with them and stuff. And that's why I had gotten access. I believe it was at the time, it was the 85T and then, the Jabra 4 and the Jabra 7 I was given access to, but this latest round, nothing, like just complete radio silence. So if I want to get like the tens, I'm gonna actually have to go and buy them, which is fine. I just haven't decided if I want to do it yet, because and the main reason, it's not that I don't want to and not that I don't see the importance of it, it's that I have so much other stuff that I have not done that to only add more to my plate just doesn't make sense when I'm not getting videos out right now. So that's the only reason that I haven't. But yeah. Yeah, no go on Tozo, and it's not like I didn't want to review him. I was supposed to review him, but this is a story that I've told here 100 times. Tozo has my information. Like I can show you guys how many emails and how many times I sent them because they kept hitting me up like, "Oh, are you interested in checking these out? You interested in checking these out?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course. Here's my address." I gave them my shipping address multiple times, and then they drop and then crickets, and it's just like, okay. So yeah, so that was on Tozo, man. Tozo could, if they can easily ship them out to so many other reviewers, they skipped me for some reason. Why that reason is, I don't know. I don't know. So it is what it is, man. I'm not gonna sweat it. I'm not gonna sweat it. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it, man. But yeah, so that's sort of what's going on. We're trying to make it happen. So that's kind of what's coming up. I'm not sweating too much on like the new products and stuff. There's always going to be new stuff coming. Bose, they just announced the new Ultra over-ear headphones and Ultra earbuds. And it's like, so I had people hitting me up like, "Yo, are you going to check these out? Are you going to check these out?" I'm like, "Bro, you're talking the headphones with tax and shipping just under 500, the earbuds another 400. So I'm going to spend nearly a G on these two new Bose products because I have no contact with Bose. So if I want to check them out, that's another grand on the table. And I'm like, do I really want to do this? Like, do I really want to do this? So that's the only reason I haven't done it. Now, mind you, Bose makes really good stuff, like really good stuff. And I'm hoping the headphones, I know they're going to be good. Sound quality is always going to be subjective on Bose, always. But I know their noise cancellation is always going to be on point. But the earbuds, I'm hoping that the things that we complained about with the Bose QC2, that they fix on those new Bose earbuds. We'll see. We'll see. So I'm still debating it. I might just go ahead and get the earbuds and skip the headphones. I don't know. I'm still debating it. Because, bro, $1,000, man. Like, I mean, ask yourselves that. Like, even if you ran a YouTube channel, $1,000 is still a lot of money. It's still a lot of money. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, that's still for just one set of headphones and one set of earbuds. You're looking at. Hold on, man. Let me go to their website because I was looking at it and I was basically kind of like doing the math. Like, if I pre-ordered both, yeah. So the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra headphones are $429 for pre-order. Right? So that's pre-order for $429. I'm like, that's not nothing, man. Like that's not nothing. That's quite a chunk of change. So that's $429 there. And then the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra earbuds, that's another $300. All right. So we got 3 and 4, we got $700, $729. Shipping and tax, we're talking just under $800. So I was off by about $200, but still, it's $800 for one set of headphones, one set of earbuds. I don't know, man. And normally I wouldn't even bat an eye at it because that's for me, it actually is a business expense and I can write that off on my taxes because I would make content on it. But it's just like, man, I don't know. Man. I don't know. I don't know. It's a little rough, man. It's a little rough. Yo, Malik, what up, bro? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, bro. Let's see. Ashton, do you think JVC is over or are they still a big name in the sound space? JVC still does a lot of stuff, but I don't know. I mean, they're still bigger than a lot of the, new brands that are out there, I would say. But I haven't had a chance to check out any of their latest products yet because I know they've been dropping like true wireless earbuds. I haven't had a chance to try them out. So, yeah, I just haven't had a chance. Let's see. Buzz, I recently picked up the Crusher ANC2. They're great for bass heads. Also the Bazius Bowie MA10s. All right. For $22. Oh, nice. Right on. Yeah. The Crushers are wild, man. If you're a bass head, they're legit, man. Yeah. Let's see. I'm on sound cores, but the stem design doesn't work for my big ass ears. Keep falling out. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I hear you, man. Yo, what's up, bro? Yeah, Seventh Borough. What up, man? Good to see you, man. It's like you have an unlimited budget. No, I mean, you're right about that. I don't have an unlimited budget. So it's just one of those things where that's why right now I'm thinking like one or the other, basically. Like that's what I'm thinking is just like one or the other because both of them is, you know what I mean? It's a little pricey, man. It's a little pricey. Not gonna lie. It's a little pricey, man. So yeah, it's just a little expensive. Let's see here. Hey Aaron, what's going on, man? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you coming through. But yeah, so that's the thing. Like I said, there's always going to be new products coming out. Obviously, we got a new Jobber, new Bose, and who knows who else is going to come dropping stuff. Like, who knows, right? So we'll see because we're still. I mean, a lot of these companies who are going to drop stuff should be dropping stuff right now. Normally, if you look at when companies are releasing stuff, it's usually August, September, October, because they want to have stuff already, at Amazon, at Best Buy, at wherever, so that people can get them when they start shopping for Black Friday, when they start doing their holiday shopping. So they want to make sure that stuff is already on the spot. So don't be surprised if more stuff starts dropping out of thin air. But yeah, so we'll see. I'm always looking forward for what's new and who's going to drop new stuff. I just haven't heard much from many people. Like one of the ones I heard about was one more coming out with some open ear, like like the air conduction, bone conduction type. They're coming out with something like that, which is cool. Like that's all right, cool. But that's not really my cup of tea. Like, I've reviewed that kind of product before, but it's just not, that's not really my thing. And not to say that there's anything wrong with that, because there's a lot of people who are into that. Like there are really a lot of people who don't want to have something over their ears. They don't want to have something in their ears, but they still want to have like wireless freedom and still be able to kind of hear stuff. So that's, there is a market for that, no doubt. But it's just not my thing. Like I don't get excited about bone conduction and air conduction stuff. It's just not my thing. I'm not knocking it, and I'm not knocking people who are into that. But we all have our preferences. Like some people like chocolate cake, some people like red velvet, some people like carrot cake. It's just preferences. So that's all it is. Yo, Scoop, what up, man? Good to see you. Yo, Septon, good to see you, bro. Appreciate you coming through. Let's see here. All right, let's see. Well, all right, but yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. So nothing too wild for me at this time, man. So I don't, I had a lot of videos planned. I've got a lot of scripts that are written, but it's just getting up, getting on camera, going through the whole process. It feels good to get that video done and out. But it's just like getting myself to that point. That's what's been difficult for me, man. And one of the things that, if you don't know me, if all you know me for is earbuds and stuff, one of the things that you may not know about me is that I try to be very transparent about like what I'm going through with you guys, just to keep it real with you guys. Like it's easy to just present like a front, just getting videos out, act like a freaking robot, like I'm not going through a lot. I'm not going to do that. I have to be honest with myself because, one thing I've learned about myself from before is that, suppressing my emotions, suppressing the way that I feel to like be able to keep moving forward is incredibly unhealthy. And I know people say that all the time, like, oh yeah, you shouldn't like bottle up your emotions and stuff. And it sounds super cliche, but with me, I've personally experienced the bad side of bottling up emotions and keeping things hidden and doing that stuff. And it really, really messed me up. Like 12, 13, 14 years ago, was one time. 10 years before that was another time. So this time, being that this has been the worst thing that's ever happened to me, I'm being very open and very honest and just being very much like, here's what I'm going through, because I can't, if I try to bottle what I've been having going on for the past year, it would be really, really, really bad. So that's why like, I'm just kind of like struggling out in the open. And I'm hoping that, cause I know other people feel the way that I feel, just a lot of people don't want to talk about it. And I get it. It can be embarrassing. It can make you seem like you're a weaker person. Dude, I get that, man. And, but for me, I have to do it. It's like a survival thing for me at this point, because if I'm not like open with you guys and open with like my friends and family about it, I can't keep that stuff bottled up, man. Cause like I said, I've seen what happens, and it nearly ruined my marriage like 12, 13 years ago, me keeping stuff inside. So, and that's something that I can't do. I can't do that. So that's why I just gotta be real about, what I'm going through. But yeah, so that's how it is, man. That's how it is. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Thank you, bro. Let's hit it one time for my guy, JGJ, man.
It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money, it's the money, it's the money, yeah. It's the money.
Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Yo, Brad Tate, what up, man? They know what's going on, man. Appreciate you. Just checked in. I'm in Miami. Oh, hey, that's what's up, man. You on vacation or what? You just visiting? You visited Miami or what's cracking? That's dope, though, man. Yo, Ed, man, what up, bro? I thought I saw you come in here earlier. I thought I saw you slide in through the back door. Pause. But I thought I saw you slide through here. Says, yeah, never bottled up, man. I've always thought about that, talking about her kept her memory alive. Yeah, that's really what it is, man. I mean, that's a big part of it. And it's so long as I'm here, so long as her sisters and her family are here, it's like she's never going to be gone. So long as I'm breathing, her memory is never going to be gone. So like, yeah. So that's really what it is, man. But it's also just, I got to be real with you, because I've had people come through, like people who don't know what's going on, have come through and like left me comments like, "Yo, bro, you've only uploaded like a couple of videos this year. Like, what happened?" And then the worst ones are the people that don't know me, aren't part of my community, and are saying stuff like, "Oh yeah, El Jefe, that guy fell off," and like all this stuff. I see that stuff out there, and I'm like, if y'all just took 5 minutes to just leave a comment and just ask, I would tell you. Because like I have people that have asked me like, "Yo, hey, how come you never did a review on this product?" I forgot what it was. I think it was like one more stuff from last year, like the Sonaflow or whatever. That stuff launched in September last year. So most of the stuff that launched in September, October last year, I didn't review it. Soundcore stuff, one more stuff, like a bunch of stuff. And I'd let them know. I'm like, "Yo, hey, listen, that came out right after my wife passed away. So I didn't review any of that stuff. Really sorry about that. It's, I like the product. And as I told them in the comment, I'm like, "Yo, I like the product, but it just it just launched at the wrong time for me personally. That's why I never did any content around it." And they're like, "Oh man, my bad. I didn't know." I'm like, "No, there's no way for you to know, but I appreciate you asking because you just asked." Right. So that's the thing, man. I just wish people would just stop and ask and like, "Yo, like what's going on?" Like, because I'll answer you straight up. Like I'll be very, very real with you and just let you know, like, "Hey, this is what I'm going through. This is what's going on." And I wish, I wish I could live up to my potential right now. Because I would be, for lack of better words, a motherfucking beast on YouTube if I could live up to my potential. But I can't. I can't right now. I'm just not mentally or emotionally in the right place to be that version of myself right now. So, but I'm working on getting there. And that's the key, man. That's the key. Yo, is that my dude Picky Audio? What up, bro? Good to see you, man. So yeah, 100% agree with you. I'm the same, bottling up emotions most of my life. It takes courage and practice to be open, and you all, yeah, all now benefit from it. Oh, for sure. Yeah, 100%, man. And thank you for coming through, man. I really do appreciate you, man. So you're very lucky to have a platform to talk about what you're going through and have people that understand. I wish I had it when I got divorced twice. I hear you, man. I hear you, man. It's a blessing. And also not even just like the platform here, which is a blessing 100%, but also, friends and family who are very supportive. My older brother, Alex, DJ Audio One, incredibly supportive because he's gone through it too. Like, so for a lot of people don't know, my brother is my roommate. He's been my roommate now since like 2012, something along those lines, 2012, 2013. He's been my roommate. So it was both my brother, myself, my wife, my brother. We have always like lived together since then. And a lot of the times when I had to work because of the way that his work is, he's a professional DJ. He works at night. So when I was stuck at work in the city, he was the one who was able to take my wife back and forth to dialysis. He's been incredibly supportive this whole time. So he was there. The day that my wife passed away, he was with me. He was with me through all of that. And he's been incredibly supportive, not only for the fact that he's also going through it. Like he's also going through it because he lost somebody he was very close to. He was really close with my wife as well. It's like a sister. So it's like, yeah. So, just having people like that is a real blessing because, having to go through stuff like that by yourself is really, really difficult. And this is why I advocate for like mental health and for people to join groups and do counseling, even at the very least, being in groups and just being with other people going through what you're going through and being open about it. That to me is probably one of the most helpful experiences I've had this whole year, is just connecting with other people who've lost their husbands and their wives. Like that to me has been one of the most incredible things. It's sad, but it's also very much normalizing, like, because you think you're going crazy, man. And just to know that you're not, just to know like, yo, what you're feeling is normal. It's really, really helpful, man. So yeah, man. So fam, every video or stream you put up, I always see the picture of you and the queen in the background. It's a great picture. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. Let's see here. So yeah, I lost my job after 11 years of solid performance because my boss couldn't understand my grief. Hey, bro, that happens, man. There's people that are out there like that, man. Like and it's really messed up, man. That's the other blessing I have too is working for a company like vidIQ. Really understanding. They allowed me to take as much time as I needed. I took about a month, but I could have taken more time. But it was very open. Like, hey, you take all the time you need, whatever you need. We're here to support you. Like from the top to the bottom of that organization, everybody being super supportive. So it's a real blessing, man. And I think about that too because had I not been with this company, had I been with the company that I used to work for, bro, they wouldn't have given a shit. Like real talk. Now, mind you, my immediate supervisor, she would have because she is really cool. She's a good person. But the people above her, corporate structure, they wouldn't have gave a shit. I probably would have had to be at work. I probably could have took maybe 2 or 3 days off after my wife passed. And then I would have been expected to be right back doing the job that I was supposed to be doing. Like everything was freaking normal. And my heart goes out to people that have to do that when they're going through a massive struggle, bro. Like this is why another thing that I try to tell people too is to try to be kinder to people because you never know, right? We get caught up in our own stuff. Like we get this like main character syndrome, right? Where we get caught up in our own stuff thinking like it's only us, right? And this is why I say like try to be nicer to people. Like when people are just doing crazy stuff or acting weird or not paying attention, I got to stop and think to myself like, you know what? They might be going through something similar to what I'm going through or worse. And I have to like slow myself down and be like, I just need to be a little bit kinder to people because you never know, man. Because I know what I'm going through. The next person could be going through the same thing. That person that's, sitting in front of you at a light and the light turns green, they're taking too long to go and you're getting mad. It's like their mind might be somewhere else because, their kid might have cancer or, they're sick themselves or they're going through a divorce. Like you never know, man. People are fighting their own battles, man. And that's something that I have to really start like really internalizing for myself and trying to be kinder to people on a daily basis, man. Yeah. People on the outside looking have no idea what it takes to be a YouTuber and hold down a full-time job. Yeah, bro, real talk. That's real talk, bro. Yeah. Reserving judgment is a matter of infinite hope. 100%, dude. This is why the country needs to join the rest of the industrial world and guarantee health insurance to all its citizens. Yeah, 100%, bro. Like that's not even a question. It's not even a question, dude. We really need to, for real, man. Yeah, I feel you agree, bro. After my dad passed, I've never been the same. Yeah, that's really what it is, man. It's like it changes you, and that's one of the things where we try to like explain to people that you don't get over it. You don't get over the death of somebody like a parent or a kid or a spouse or a sibling, right? You don't get over that stuff. You learn to move forward with your life with this massive hole in your heart. Like you just kind of learn how to cope with that pain on a daily basis while doing other things. But you don't get over that shit. You don't. And that's the thing. And this has made me much more understanding. Like I said, I've had a lot of death in my life, but never at this level. Right. And it's, one of those things where it's very humbling, it's really, really humbling to be in that position. So, but yeah, man, come for the reviews. Stay for the fire life advice. I appreciate you, bro. Oh man. This is our best lives are the ones we construct for ourselves and the raw materials, relationships, and that determines the quality of your life, not how much money you have in the bank. Yeah. Yeah. No, 100%, man. Yeah, 100%. And that's really what it is, man. I think that's more than anything else. Like if you didn't take it away anything, from this whole thing is just like, try to be kinder to people, even people in your own life, reach out to people, see how they're doing and stuff like, we get caught up in our own stuff. I get caught up in my own stuff all the time and I'll forget and I'll neglect relationships and stuff. And like, I have to make it like, I have to set reminders for myself to make sure that I'm hitting people up, to make sure that they're doing okay. Make sure you guys are like doing all right and stuff. And a close friend of mine, my friend Mike, man, shout out to my buddy Mike, who, he was in the hospital for the greater portion of August because he was getting a double transplant. He got a kidney transplant and a pancreas transplant. And but he's fighting a massive battle right now, with his own body and trying to do better, man. And I have to like make sure I remind myself, like, yo, hit up Mike, man, make sure he's doing good. So huge shout out to my boy Mike. We don't, it's a blessing to have a friend like that who I've been friends with since we were kids. Like, to have friends where you've been friends for over 20 years, over 30 years, like that's a crazy blessing. Like, I'm doing better to be a better friend, to him, in my own way, as much as my flaws allow it. You know what I mean? As much as my own flaws will allow it. So yeah. So I feel you, man. Lost my mom and dad in April 2021. That really took me. Oh, I dude, my condolences, man. I hear you, bro. That's difficult, man. I don't like to think about that, like, cause that's, my mom, she's getting older. She's been sick and stuff. And it's just like, it really sucks, man. So now, like, I always make sure every time she calls, I pick up, assuming I'm able to. Yesterday, I missed it because I was in the backyard and I left my phone in the house. And so I was just like, wait a minute, like, where's my, I didn't even know until I came back inside. I saw a missed call. Like, I called her back. So make sure she was good. But yeah, it's like, you never know, man. So yeah, try to be good about that stuff, but that's what it is, man. It's just, trying to find ways to get out of my own way. And, I spent so many years being a husband and being like a caregiver and really, trying to do for others and stuff. And it's like, now I'm trying to like figure out who I am and trying to figure that stuff out. But also it not having like, all that structure from like having my wife and all her needs. It's like, it's exposed a lot of the stuff that's going on with me that I've been ignoring for like 20 years. So like right now, one of the things that I'm trying to do, and this is going to be to anybody who's in here, who's gone through it or has been diagnosed right now, we're trying to figure out if I have some form of ADHD or some form of like neurodivergence. So we're trying to figure that out because, I have a lot of personality traits and a lot of behaviors that are extremely similar to that. So now I'm in the process of getting an actual diagnosis and going through all the testing for that sort of stuff to figure out what's going on. So that's other parts that, like, when you never know like what's going on with someone and what's going on in the background. That's kind of the stuff that I mean. Like, I'm trying to figure that stuff out because, I'm like tired of going in circles, man. Yo, what up, Gino? Good to see you, bro. CDF, man. I appreciate you coming through, bro. Thank you, sir. But yeah, man, always appreciate your transparency and your MFB, son. Keep doing what you do. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, bro. So lost mom in December 2022. She was like my second mom. It's hard, but you're learning to live with it. Yeah, man. And that's what it is, man. So like trying to figure out myself, you know what I mean? Trying to figure out myself, trying to figure out how I can kind of do things and move forward. And really, is trying to figure out how I can remove all these roadblocks that can allow me to just like be me, like, and like not move on from like my wife and her memory, nothing like that, but just to be able to live my life as myself and like take all this shit to the next level. Because right now, the only thing holding me back is me. It's like the best way I could describe it is like, imagine having an evil twin that lives in your head, that keeps you from doing all the things you want to do and that keeps you from being your best self. And that's the motherfucker that I'm doing battle with every single day. Every single day I'm having to fight this person. And it's like, I'm freaking tired of it. I'm freaking tired of that shit, man. So that's where I'm trying to get that. Like, that's the best analogy I can put it. Like, I'm not saying I have two personalities, but it's just one of those, like, that's the best way that I can put it is like, I imagine myself almost like an anime where you have this like negative evil version of you. You know what I mean? And you gotta like, he has all your strength and everything and you have to battle this dude. Like, that's what I mean. Like, knows all your weaknesses, knows you inside and out, and you have to find a way to defeat this evil version of yourself. And it's like, so that's the, it's me, man. I'm just, I'm trying to figure out how I can bypass this dude. So that's really what it is, man. That's the best way that I could explain it, man. It's like, yeah, it's like that evil version of yourself. And it's, just trying to get around that, man, which is wild. But yeah, so that's what it is, man. That's what it is. But yes, that's how we're doing it. So try to make sure that we keep kind of everything moving forward, moving in a positive direction, and hopefully get back to doing the things that I really want to do, because there's a lot of cool shit, man. There's a lot of cool stuff, and I'm trying to reconnect with that. Like, there's so much cool tech. There's so much like dope headphones, dope earbuds, wired, wireless. Like, there's so much cool tech coming down the pipeline that I feel like I'm missing out on it, and it's not for a lack of ability for me to buy it or lack of ability for me to get my hands on it. It's just me. And it's just me getting up and doing the thing. And that's what I'm trying to figure out, man. So, but yeah, well, we're making it work though, man. Say my evil self showed up at that baseball game and called them kids trash. Oh man. You a fool for that one, bro. Oh. Yeah, that's the best. I'm gonna have to get you that sticker, bro. I seen this. The funniest sticker I seen was somebody had, you know those families, the stickers that people put on the back of their cars. It'll be like a stick figure family, and it'll be like the mom, the dad, the kids, and the dog, and they'll have like their names over it or whatever. I saw one where the stick figure was holding a kid, and he had chucked it, and you just see the stick figure kid flying away, and under it, all it said was "fuck them kids." I was like, bro. I was like, come on, man. So I'm gonna have to get you that. I'm gonna have to get you that sticker for your car, bro. Just says "F them kids." That's a whole thing, man. Like that to me, I was dead when I saw that, bro. I was. Oh damn! I try to catch up to give that dude their props. Like, yo, hey. There's nothing wrong with people having kids or anything, but I know I know especially people who have kids, they know what that feels like. Like, as much as you love your kids, sometimes you just want to punch them in the face. And I've heard that from really close friends of mine. Like, they love their kids. Like, I got friends who got kids. Now, here's the crazy. This is how I know I'm old, because some of my friends' kids are like 21, 22 and stuff. And, but when they're going through their teenage years, or even now, I remember sitting back and drinking beers with one of my older homies, and he was like, bro, I love my son, man. And I think he was like 14 or 15 at the time. And he was like, but sometimes, man, I just want to punch him in the throat. I was like, bro, I hear you. Because I remember myself back then, and I know my mom, she must have wanted to judo chop me upside my head for some of the stuff that I, put her through, and which I've apologized for. In my adulthood, it's like you start gaining an understanding, man. As you get older, like the stuff that your parents went through to get you to where you are and stuff. And I had to apologize to my mom. Like, listen, I did not make it easier for you, and you had it hard. And you had it so difficult, and here I was making it even harder for you. And I had to apologize for myself. So it's like, and she didn't expect no apology. She was just like, you ain't got to apologize. Like, but it's like, nah, it's not. I got to do it for me. I got to apologize to you because I feel like an asshole. Because now I'm looking back at myself like, come on, son. Like,
Bruh.
I can't do it. I can't do it, man. That's how it is, though, man. Deep says, I'm dealing with self-esteem, confidence just to even get stuff done because some of the things I went through. So I'm in therapy too. It's not easy at all. Mad love for the transparency. No, hey, you too, bro. Like, it takes a lot, man. It takes a lot to even admit that in a chat. You know what I mean? It takes a lot, man. So that's growth, man. And I'm glad that you're doing it, man. And one of the things I know, it's easy to say, oh, go get therapy. There's a lot of people who can't afford it. That's how messed up this country is that there's a lot of people who just simply cannot afford to get therapy, which is really messed up. So that's a really cold part. But when you can, and you have, there's a lot of people who do. There's a lot of people who have healthcare in this country, many more that don't, but there's many who do have access, but they don't take that step to like admit, I don't feel right. Can somebody help me? You know what I mean? Like, that takes a lot. That's a big step, man. Cause I know what it felt like for me the first time I did it. I'm not talking about right now with the grief, but before the first time I did it, it took a lot, man. Like, it took a lot. And I was just like, and you kind of have to admit to yourself, like, you're not right. Like something's not right with you, and you need to talk to somebody, and that takes a lot. So, huge shout out to you, man, for stepping up and doing that. Cause that's not nothing, man. Just taking that first step is big. The cool thing though is like, for a lot of people, you may not know this, like the grief groups that I'm in here right now, they're actually free, and you don't even have to be a member of because my healthcare, you don't even have to be a member of the healthcare. Like these like groups that they do them via Zoom and stuff, but there's also groups that you can attend at different like community centers. Sometimes they're at churches, depends on where you are. And I mean churches as in religious churches, not Church's Chicken. Although arguably a Church's Chicken might be a better place to have, therapy. But I'm getting aside myself. That's that ADHD kicking in. But these groups are free. Like that's the cool thing about it, right? So you don't even have to be in that like healthcare system, or have that particular health coverage. So long as you like reach out and say, hey, like, is there any groups? And cause that's what I did. I'm like, oh, is there any groups that I can join? Like, is there anything? And I found a bunch of different ones, and it's just really about finding the right ones, because there's different like groups that they're all free, mind you. Well, now there are some paid ones, just to be clear, but all the free ones that I found, they're like for different things. Like, so people who lost their parents, people who lost their kids, people going through divorces, people who lost their spouses. There's one for people who've lost pets. Like that to me, I was like, yo, that's crazy. It's really good though, because I know a lot of people who are going through a lot and don't realize, like, you lose a pet, that's losing a family member for a lot of people. So like that there should be something for that. And when I saw that on that list, I was like, yo, that's amazing. Like people who lost pets have a place where they can be taken seriously and be understood. Like that to me was amazing. But that's where I found like this huge list of all these different groups that I could join. And it was just about finding the right one for me. And for me, I linked in with the spouse loss group, basically. So people who've lost husbands, lost wives, and that's the right group for me. Because that's, they're living the same thing. They lost their husband, they lost their wife, and we have a lot in common based on that, mutual. So, but yeah. Hey, no, I appreciate you, bro, for real. Sir, Church's Chicken, really? Bro, come on, man. Like, oh man. I think I got a Church's Chicken here in Baltimore, but Bojangles is coming to Maryland area. Hey, listen, man, I'm just saying, I'm not, look, I really do think that having a group, grief therapy thing with some delicious food might not be a bad thing. It might not be a bad thing. Like, I don't know. As long as people keep their mics turned off, you don't want to hear somebody chewing in your ear, but yeah. So this isn't food ASMR, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I don't know. It's just a thought, man. It's just a thought. Group therapy with food. Like, I don't know, man. Hey, bro, I always got chicken on the mind because I can't have it. Like fried chicken, bro, here's how it is, right? And they'll tell you, like, I went to, the last time I had really good fried chicken was last time I was at Roscoe's with Viper, right? So it was at VidCon LA last year. And me and Vipe, we rolled down to Roscoe's. They had a Roscoe's that was like 4 blocks away from the convention center. So we rolled down there one time. And that was the last time I had like really bomb fried chicken. But even the time before that, when we were at Vit Summit, it was different. It was Roscoe's, but a different Roscoe's location. Same thing. I'll order the chicken and waffles. I could take 1 bite of that chicken. 1. That's it. Because the salt, I can't handle the salt content. If I try to eat a whole drumstick, bro, forget it. It'll game over for me. So yeah. So basically, like, I was with Vibe, and Vibe could tell you, man, I ordered the chicken and waffles. I'll have a bite of that chicken. Just boom, 1 bite, and then I got to set it down. And it's hella wasteful, but I know myself. Like, if I try to eat like a whole thigh of fried chicken, a whole drumstick, or God forbid, a whole breast, bro, you might as well just go ahead and take me to the emergency room. Cause that sodium, I can't do it. I can't do it, man. I can mess them waffles up, but the chicken, I could take a bite. I could take a single bite. Look, hey, what up, T? See, T knows what time it is, because me and T, we had breakfast together at Vid Summit, and T watched me not eat bacon. Because I couldn't do it. Washed it, bro. You can't wash salt out of the LaShawn, bro. Come on, you can't wash the salt off of the batter, sir. You got to make it yourself. So like the only way for me to do it would be like I'd have to make my own chicken to make sure it doesn't have all that salt. Yeah, see, look, T was like, look, let me get that bacon. I forgot about that. Yo, but yeah, man, that's what it is, man. That's where like I can't go to KFC. Not that I would want to. The best chicken that we have around here are either the mom and pop places or the gas station chicken, right? The crispy crunchy. That chicken is amazing, but bro, the salt, I can't do it. I can't do it, man. So if for any of you who are able to have fried chicken in my honor. Because I can't have it. So yeah, there's stuff I can't have anymore, man. Like, there's this gourmet mac and cheese place called Homeroom here in the Bay Area. It's actually in Oakland. That mac and cheese is incredible. It's so freaking good, man. Can't have it. Can't have it. Yeah, there's just stuff like there's certain things I can't have. Like I can't have ramen. Can't have pho. What else? Barbecue, like barbecue as in barbecue where they put like barbecue sauce on it. It's too much salt in the barbecue sauce. Can't have that. So like, yeah, it's crazy, man. So if you can have that stuff when you're eating it, like I'm gonna take this piece of fried chicken and I'm gonna eat it in honor of El Jefe. Like I'm going to enjoy this bacon on behalf of El Jefe Reviews. Like, do that for me. If you do, I'm not saying go out especially and go do that. I'm not saying go get some chicken right now. I'm just saying the next time, enjoy that piece of chicken for those of us that can't. I'm telling you, bro, it's real, bro. This is making a note to make fried chicken for Jeff and Bit Summit. Hey, right? Can't have a lot of that stuff either because of soy. Oh, I got you. Yeah, totally get it. Yeah, totally get it. Soy was one of the things that they took away from my wife when she went on the dialysis diet. So, because they put you, once you go through kidney failure, they put you on what they call a renal diet. But you have to modify it based on your own body. But one of the things that she couldn't have was like soy. So that was one of the things because it was too high in... Soy is either too high in potassium or too high in phosphorus. I can't remember which, but it was like out of the question. So, so yeah, like stuff like, yeah. So like anything with soy sauce, so like Chinese food, but not to mention that. Oh, that's the other one. Oh my God. Fried rice, like Chinese food where they put like, cook it in soy sauce or put soy sauce in it or whatever. Can't have it. Chow mein, can't have it. Fried rice, can't have it. So yeah, can't do it. Can't do it. Get vegan barbecue sauce? Maybe. Why are you eating so much chicken tonight for Hefe? Hey, I appreciate that, bro. So there, I got you, fam. Tomorrow's National Cheeseburger Day, so most fast food burger chains are doing crazy deals. Oh, I heard about that, man. Yeah, that's right. I heard about that. I heard about what was it? Like a bunch of there's gonna be people selling cheeseburgers for like a penny. There's gonna be people selling cheeseburgers for like 50 cents. Like I heard about that. I heard about it somewhere. I don't remember where, but I was just like, say what? But I didn't realize it was because of National Cheeseburger Day. So interesting, man. Said just was in the hospital and doctor said cut the sodium. Right as I was hiding Chipotle, someone had just brought me. Oh no. Oh man, that's the worst. That's the worst. Oh no. You in the Bay Area for some of the best Asian food. That's the messed up part. Like, here's the thing, right? If you're a foodie, the Bay Area is an amazing place because we have such a wide swath of different cultures. It's just huge, amazing availability. Bro, the best chicken, sorry, I need to take that back because I just got reminded. The best chicken I had was a Korean fried chicken that they have in Oakland. If I remember, was it Oakland or was it San Francisco? Maybe might be thinking of the Korean soul food place that's in Oakland. That place was freaking amazing. But when you start getting like, there's such a crazy swell. Like we have like some of the most incredible Mexican food, and not only just Mexican food, like the stuff that you normally think of, but we have like Mexican food from different regions in Mexico. That's like stuff that I haven't even tasted. Like there's times I've been in these restaurants, I'm like, I never even tasted it. Like, what the hell is this? Amazing. Then you have all the different all the different Latino countries and the different Latino cuisines. But then we have some of the most amazing Asian food as well, man. Japanese food, Chinese food, Thai. There's so many like Indian, the Indian stuff out here and Pakistani, like in the area that I live in is crazy. There's so much availability. So yeah, dude. And so if you're a foodie, like the Bay Area is an amazing place to be, unless you can't have sodium, then you're screwed. Then it's like all those options just fly out the window, bro. You're left with nothing. It's like, nah, guess what, bro? Yeah, lo mein. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Exactly. McDonald's 50 cents, Wendy's for a penny a penny for a junior bacon cheeseburger. That's wild. Yeah, Bay is so dope for food. Yeah, man. So like, and then when Barry came out to visit, we actually went to a vegan burger spot. And bro, that was good. Like I was like, wait a minute. It was way better than I had expected, man. Yeah, I was actually just over there. I think it was like 2 weeks ago, because they were having a car meetup. That place that me and you went to, Barry, on the other side of that building, the other side of that little shopping center is another shopping center, and they were having the meetup in the parking lot over there. So, and then I tried to slide by the spot because I was like, I want to grab one of them chicken sandwiches that I had, but by the time I pulled up over there, they had already closed down. I was like, all right, well, missed it. I'll have to come back and pick some of that up later, but that was really good though. Tuesday's National IT Appreciation, bro. Nice. Everyone call CDF man on Tuesday because you forgot your password. Hey, how do you forget your password if your password is password? Like, this is a message for everybody. If your password is password, you need to change your password. So, oh yeah, Korean fried chicken. Oh, and Korean barbecue. Oh, bro. Oh no. Yeah, basically like, so now I don't really do like the fried chicken anymore. Basically, like if I want to have some like bomb ass chicken, we got like street food vendors like all around like the East Bay and stuff. Well, they're everywhere, but around where I live, and you pull up and it's like a huge grill. So they have this grill that they like tow. It's like a trailer grill that they tow around behind them, and they're cooking up carne asada. They're cooking up like whole chickens and stuff. So I'll just pull up and grab a chicken, and I'll just roll that way. It's not fried, so it's less salt. Not saying that they don't season it, because they do, but I can handle this seasoning. I can't handle like, the fried batter and stuff. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, vegan food was clutch. Yeah, man, it was pretty good. It's pretty good, man. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, if your password is password, don't do it, bro. It's password 1. That's right, because you got to have a number in there. Oh no. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what it is, man. So you got to watch out with that stuff, man. You got to watch out. That's the only thing that concerns me, man, because I'm going to be traveling and going to Texas and stuff. It's like, I don't know what my dietary options are going to be. So usually when I end up traveling, I end up having to eat like more vegetarian than I like. You know what I mean? Like I end up having to eat more salads than anything else, because it's like, well, I'll have like salads and sandwiches because it's like the safest thing that I can have. So, because otherwise, like, you just don't know, like, you don't know what they're putting in there. So, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't put them crazy passwords in there, bro. Yeah, we gotta do better. We gotta do better, bro. Yeah, we definitely gotta do better, man. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Hey, Johan, what up, man? Yeah, you made it just in time, man. But I'm gonna be getting out here in a couple minutes anyway. So we just been shooting it up, man. We haven't been doing anything too crazy. So yeah, we haven't been doing anything too crazy. But yeah, that's probably what I end up having to do. Just being careful with like what I have and stuff when we travel. It's always got to be extra careful. One of the few things that I can have, and it is all over the country, and thankfully it's actually quite low in sodium, is Chipotle, which I used to not be a fan of at all, because I'm like, yo, I live in freaking Bay Area. Why the hell, if I got all the best burrito and taco places around here, why would I go to Chipotle? Well, they don't use as much sodium as most other places. So that's one of the few things that is all over the country that pretty much wherever I travel, I can get some tacos from them that won't make me sick. Assuming everything is prepped correctly and everything is clean. But yeah, so that's one of the few things that I can have. But I don't know, man. Texas has some bomb ass Mexican food from what I've heard, and they got Tex-Mex and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna have to try something, even if I don't eat all of it. I might just have to get it and like take a bite and like, yeah, that's bomb. No, that's it. That's all I can have. I'm gotta go find something else now. Oh man, yeah, bro. I'm telling you, man. That's like going to the Olive Garden for Mexican food. Hey, real talk, man. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, well, I've heard good thing about Louisiana, bro, but I haven't been able to, I haven't had a chance to make it out there. So, but if I ever do manage to make it out there, I know I'm hitting up Eric immediately because I know he's gotta know the spots. Like, if anybody's gonna know where to eat in Louisiana, I gotta hit up Eric. And if you guys don't know who I'm talking about with Eric, that's my boy Easy Computer Solutions, the tech preacher himself, man. So I know if I'm ever down there, because if I remember correctly, I know sometimes people pull up down there, they'll meet up with they'll link up with Eric. So yeah, if I ever make it down there, man, I gotta hit him up and be like, yo, listen, I'm not trying to go to all the touristy spots. I need you to take me to where the good food is. And usually where the good food is gonna be in the hood. And I accept that. I know that. I'll drive to the hood to get the right burrito. But if you're in a different city where you're not familiar, you want to make sure you have somebody who knows the area. You want to have a guide, so to speak, with you. So they could take you to the places because they know how to get in, they know how to get out. You know what I mean? They know how it rolls. So yeah, you got to make sure you have you got to have a local guide with you. You know what I mean? So yeah, you gotta know, you gotta know where to go. So yeah, that's a thing, but that's how we do it, man. I don't know that Louisiana is the place for your low sodium diet. I don't think so either, man. Basically, that's what I'm saying, Don. Like, essentially, it's like what I've had to do before is like I can taste stuff. Like I can have like a bite of this, I can have a bite of that, which is kind of a waste of money. But it's like, what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? What am I supposed to do? So yeah, that's the messed up part. That's the messed up part. But you know, I don't really have much of a choice. So yeah, there's not much I can do about it, man. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me, man. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging with me, and you know, not doing any reviews and not doing anything like that. But we're just chilling and hanging out and stuff. Um, yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. Hopefully for people that love streams and that love hanging out in live streams, hopefully I gave you some of that community because I love it. Like I love being a part of other people's streams. So hopefully I could do the same for you guys because I really do appreciate that, man. But other than that, man, I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday. Hopefully if you're watching the football games, you're enjoying the heck out of it. I got to get to straightening up the house since I got to straighten up for people to come clean. So that's what I got to do, man. But I appreciate you guys just hanging with me and letting me just talk. Like real talk, man. That's because that's all we're doing. I'm just talking and just being real with you guys. But either way, man, have a great rest of the week. And either way, I'll see you guys around in the other live streams. You know, we got usually T is streaming on Mondays, so you know we'll hit him up unless Monday Night Football. Then he streams on Tuesdays. But we also got Gigi stream earlier on Tuesdays, so we'll do that. You got Eric on Wednesdays, and you know everybody else. We got Ike on Thursdays. You got LaShawn on Fridays. So it'll be a good time, man. I'll see you guys in the chat. We all love to hang out. So everybody take it easy, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.